guys, same feeling, my monthly makeup declutter for December, and I actually have a ton of stuff. I'm not sure how much, we'll count it up at the end, and I'm sure there's more things that I can declutter. I'll definitely do like a chopping block intro and everything with some things I still need to test, but I did, if my lips look a little messy, I did do a couple lip swatches before this of products that I wanted to see if I wanted to keep or not. So I'm just trying to do a bit of a sweep here at the end of the year before I do my inventory, and really just to let go of some things that have been in my chopping block pile all year. So we got a lot of things going on here, and really there's things in here that I don't dislike, I just don't love them, and that's the tough part about where I'm at with my collection, is that I'm getting rid of things that I do enjoy. So starting with face products, first is my NYX Pore Filler Stick. I actually was going to be returning this, and then I couldn't find my receipt, and it had been over 30 days or so, so I knew that I was gonna get store credit anyway, but I didn't want to give them a hard time having to look through my account for me to get like $8 back in store credit. This just does not do enough for me. On TikTok it looked really impressive, but honestly it did not make enough of a difference for me to go through the effort of using this every day, especially over a different pore filling primer that I feel has a stronger effect. So I will be decluttering that. Next is a foundation. I tested this a lot this year and I do think it's good, but it's not amazing. I have other things I'd rather be using. The Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue. I have 104 Fair. This is pretty warm tone, but it was a pretty good shade match for me. Good, like medium to full coverage, satin finish. Just not incredible. I am going to be decluttering the Merit foundation stick, and this is in the color Silk. It is a good shade match for me depth wise, but the undertone is a little too peachy, and I just don't like foundation sticks. I would much rather use a liquid foundation. I like the way it looks better, and for me ease of application is exactly the same, so I am going to pass that one on as well. Next I have the Laura Geller Baked Double Take Versatile Powder Foundation in Porcelain, and it's a little light for me, and it doesn't have the warmest of undertones, but it's not too pink. But I just have not really been wearing powder foundation anymore. I kind of got over that phase, and I do have a few others that I want to work through, and I would rather use over this one. But this is really nice, really smooth, does give nice coverage. I think you can use this wet, which freaks me out, but I do think this is a really nice, soft, creamy powder. If you're looking for a powder foundation, I think you'd really like this. I'm just not into powder foundations anymore. Next, I am getting rid of all of my She Glam liquid cheek products, and I had purchased these and then the new ones from Milani and reviewed them at the same time. And honestly, after that, I was like, Heather, why are you doing this? Like, you don't really love liquid and cream cheek products. You're a powder person. So I'm gonna try to like not buy any next year, or hardly any at all, and I'm gonna pass these on while they're still super fresh. The quality of these was actually really good. I was super impressed. They're $5, and She Glam or Sheen has coupons all the time. So I have the liquid bronzer in Golden Sun, the liquid dewy blush in Love Cake, which is a pink, and then just like the regular matte finish blush in Hush Hush, which is a peach, and then the lightest highlighter in Vanilla Frost. The other three have more of a spongy applicator. And then this one, that's what the packaging looks like. This one is just a chunky doe foot. But these all were very pigmented, blended nicely. Really nice products. Liquid and cream cheek products aren't for me. I like cream bronzer and some cream blushes, but I don't love liquid a ton, and I have to set my skin with powder. So I feel like once I put powder on, I then need to add some more powder, blush, bronzer, and highlight. And I feel like then what's the point of the liquid that I put underneath? So it's just because of how I do my makeup that I don't feel like that type of product is really necessary for me, or that you even really get to see the full effect of it. Next, we have a couple of eye products. First is something I'm going to toss, this NYX glitter primer. I've had it for a really long time and I think it's fantastic, but I haven't used it in probably 2 years. I even did just wear some more glittery shadows. I just used a regular cream base and held a tissue under my eye when applying. Totally fine. So it's not necessary for me and it's just old. So I'm gonna toss that. And then I have just a few eyeshadows. So this is Buxom Rose Gold. So it is a green and it does have some flashes of orange in there. It is pretty, it's a fine shadow, but it's not super intense or sparkly. And I'm just not reaching for this. I wish I saved my $2 and didn't buy this individual compact. Then I have this Bobbi Brown Luxe eyeshadow in Heat Ray. Luckily for me, I got this in PR from Look Fantastic, and it is a pretty shade. It is metallic, but I have more metallic coppers in my collection and I never want to reach for this. The packaging's gorgeous and all, but not really needing to keep that. Then I have a Stila Shimmer and Glow in La Douce, which is this gorgeous golden olive, which you can tell by what I'm wearing today. That's a color I really like. This is dried out. I shouldn't have purchased this in the first place because I already knew I didn't use my glitter and glows very much. So I have not bought any liquid shadows since. I don't buy these anymore. I hardly use them. I have a few left in my collection I'm gonna hang on to until they dry out, but no. So 2 things I'm trashing here. Then I'm going to declutter this palette, and this is the Too Faced Marielle Amor Caliente palette. I only used the shades in here a couple of times. I think that I will try to sell this because it was limited edition, so let me know if you're interested. I think that this was fine. The colors were pigmented, they blended nicely. This color is almost like a pressed glitter, but it actually applied really well. But I have these colors, not super special. I really should not have purchased this in the first place, and I knew that, but I got it for, you know, a decent price. But no, I made some pretty looks with it. Good quality, but I definitely have those shades, and I just used that palette after having it for like 2 years, which is awful. Next, I have some pencil liners I'm getting rid of. First is one of the Nabla Cupid's Arrow full color stylos in Arrow number 6, which is just a gorgeous matte navy. And I have a few other of these Nabla liners. The formula is fantastic. I have had this for several months now, over 6 months, and I've never used it. I just don't reach for colors like this, so I'm gonna pass it on. But this is a fantastic formula. I would definitely recommend it. And then my other favorite formula, ColourPop Creme Gel Liners. These are just 2 shades that I'm not in love with. This is from the Hocus Pocus collection. It is Sistas. It's like a orange cranberry mixed together. And that sounds right up my alley, but I feel like it just looks odd on my waterline. So I'm gonna pass it. And then this is a liner I shouldn't have gotten. I saw a couple months ago a bunch of ColourPop liners on sale on Ulta, and I needed to get like 1 more to be able to use my $3.50 off $15 coupon. So it ended up being super cheap. I didn't need any of those liners. I regret that purchase, even though I got like 5 liners for 15 bucks. I didn't need any of them, but I really don't love this one. It is the shade Sub-Zero, and it is like a metallic mustardy yellow. Just not something I'm going to use. I've actually never used it before, but I will pass that on. Then I have 3 mascaras that I am decluttering and giving to my sister. Of course, these are brand new. She is running low on her mascara, so I decided to give her a few from my collection. These I actually have several backups of, so I figured I can spare one. Maybelline Sky High I thought might be nice for some length, although she does have really long lashes. They're pretty thick, so she's very lucky. And then the Urban Decay Wild Lash, which should give her a little bit more volume. And then this is Give Them La La Beauty mascara, and from what I looked at it online, oh gosh, now I can't remember. I want to say it's a volumizing mascara, but was it a plastic brush? I can't remember. I'll have to insert a picture, but I am excited to hear her thoughts on these. I have a ton of mascara, so I was happy to pass some on to her. Lastly, we have a bunch of lip products. First, I have a lip balm. This is brand new. The Sun Bum Coconut SPF 30. I have the Kayali lip balm. It's just a sample size, but that has SPF, and I don't like coconut, so I'm gonna get rid of that. I don't think it's something I have to have, and I wanna give it to someone before it expires. Then I have these two lip liners that sat in my chopping block stash all year, and they're from Kylie. This more peachy one is Bare, and then Candy K has a little bit more pink in it. These are gorgeous, but I have several nude lip liners from ColourPop, so I don't need these. I find the formula to be exactly the same as ColourPop, so they're good, but obviously go with the more affordable option, I would say. Then I am getting rid of these from Kaja, the Heart Melter Moisture Melt Lip Gloss Sticks. And I was thinking these might be similar to the Make It by Mario-ish. They're a little bit thicker, which means they're less messy. The two colors I have would be number 7, Let's Chill, and number 3, Crazy For You. The lightest color here actually showed up deeper on the lips, and they stain a little bit. I do think that it was nice and smooth, and it had a little bit of a glossy shine. It wasn't messy, but it was almost more solid than I wanted. I don't know. I think that they were pretty, but I have a lot of lip products and I don't see myself reaching for these over others, so I am gonna be decluttering them. Then for some bullet lipsticks, I am gonna pass on this Buxom Full Force in White Russian. I wish this wasn't quite so pink. It's so different from the original lip gloss, which actually isn't my favorite either. I love this formula. This lipstick is just too pink for me. Then I have a couple MAC lipsticks to declutter, which is so hard for me, but I just am not in love with MAC lipsticks. I have a few shades and formulas I really like, but overall I feel like each of the different formulas or finishes, I don't love the way it sits on my lips, and I hate the MAC vanilla scent. Something about it smells a little bit off, but it's not. They smell like that from the jump. The Persona lip gloss I was wearing, which is totally worn off by now, it has the same scent, and I just don't like that scent. First, I have this little mini Velvet Teddy lipstick. It's a matte finish. Faux is a satin, and Myrrh is a matte. Just look a little bit deeper on the lips than I want or would reach for. And Blankety, which is an amplified lipstick. This is a very light nude. It has a bit of pink in it, and I feel like no matter what makeup look I wear this with, I feel like it looks too pale. I know I could use a lip liner, but I also feel like the amplifieds are very pigmented and very creamy, and it just doesn't work for me as much as I want it to. A couple more random lipsticks. This is something that I had thought I decluttered already, but I guess not. This is the Illamasqua Hydra Lip Tint in Mocktail. It's a really pretty coral color when these mix together, but I feel like this can be a little bit drying. I'm also not into tinted lip balms anymore, and I want to try to get through or declutter the other ones that I have, so I'm gonna pass that. Then I'm so surprised by this because I really have loved this lipstick in the past. This is from Kylie. It's one of her matte lipsticks in Nova. Really nice peachy nude. I felt like it was a little light with the eyeshadow I was wearing today. A great formula, but I cannot stand that cough syrup cherry scent. And then this is something I wore for a holiday party, but it was my first time wearing it, and I would like to give this to my friend Jean because she wears reds, and this is so luxurious. This is from Charlotte Tilbury, one of her matte lipsticks in Red Carpet Red. Super pretty, but I never wear reds, and if I wanted to, I have some Dose of Colors liquid lipsticks that I can wear. And then I've got 2 lip glosses. These are from Buble and Ellie, the plumping lip oils. We have Desert Sand and Rose Petal. These are really pretty. I think I would actually love to pan these, but I have so many glosses right now that I would like to pan that I'm gonna prioritize those over these. So they're gonna go, but these are super nice. Then we have liquid lipstick. So I have 4 shades of the Kaja Love Swipes. It's a really interesting velvety formula. It's very comfortable, but none of these shades are quite me, and I don't wear my liquid lipsticks enough as is. So this color is number 4, Swipe Right. Number 1, Call Me. Number 5, I'm Melting. Number 2, Sweet Softy. Then just some random liquid lipstick. This is something that I also wanted to return, ran out of time. It is a Sephora cream lip stain in 83 Cinder Rose. Way different on my lips than I remember it looking when I swatched it. It's just too light and purpley for me. I feel like this would be a good alternative to Jeffree Star Sagittarius though, if you're interested in that. I love this formula, it's just the color. Then I have Athr liquid lipstick in Sanibel, a really pretty color, nice formula, but I have similar shades and I haven't reached for this in a long time. Then I have the Persona liquid lipstick in OG. It's a little bit more of a cool tone nude for me, which is not my favorite. The formula is a bit drying, but I just never reach for the color is the main reason. Then getting rid of 2 of the Too Faced Melted Matte liquid lipsticks just because I don't use these shades and I'm mad at myself for getting a full size of this one. This is Gingerbread Girl and then this one is Gingerbread Man. Then I'm getting rid of my 3 Kylie Velvet liquid lips. Great formula, but I just haven't used these in a while. So we have Charm, Candy K, and Bear. So now let's count up everything. I may have some things stuck in the chair around me or that have fallen on the floor. If I get the number incorrect, I'll annotate on the screen. Wow, I decluttered 46 products. 44 will be rehome, 2 will be trash, which is not bad at all. Super proud of myself to have gotten all those things out of my collection / my chopping block pile. I am going to continue my monthly declutters next year. We'll see how many things I end up getting rid of. I always kind of surprise myself, but I feel better having things that I just love. But like I said, I will have a chopping block intro coming because I know there are some things that I could get rid of after I test them a little bit more. But I thank y'all so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.